Howdy, howdy, my dear friends. Here I am recording this intro on November 20th of 2024, the day Pluto is actually moving into Aquarius. It's big, beautiful energy for me because of my birth chart and where Pluto and Aquarius and everything sit. And I'm ready to embark on this new quest. Woohoo! Now, before we start your reading, I'd like to share with you some information for 2025 and what I'm intending to provide for my community. But if you'd prefer to leap ahead and bypass this intro and start your reading, there's a timestamp in the description box of the video that will jump you to your 2025 forecast. The year 2025 is going to be quite a transitional and transformational one, especially with Pluto moving into Aquarius until 2043. The last time Pluto was in Aquarius was from around 1778 to 1798. And during that time, the planet experienced revolutions of many kinds, including social, political, things to do with labor, economic disparities, and unique expression of imagination that led to leaps in technology. Now, it has and it will impact generations to come, as will these next 18 years. So whatever we decide as a collective will change the course of history and the lives of future generations. No pressure, right? It's exciting, and yeah, we can be a little anxious or nervous too, but that's part of this journey. Hopefully, what Spirit has put upon me to provide over this next year will make it a little easier to choose the excitement over the fear. The world of humans does seem very divided right now, but have hope. This is a sign and reflection of the age of Aquarius that announces that the old ways no longer work for where we're heading as a planet and as a race of humanity. It will require us to see the higher capital T truths rooted in unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and gratitude as well. And that will help us release the attachment to the old small t truths, which were rooted in fear and lower vibrational conditional love. One brings unity, the other brings separation as it focuses on self-survival rather than the us survival and us thrival. Yeah, I'm going to make up a new word, I guess, but where we thrive together. Now, for the last decade or so, Spirit has given me a theme each year that coincides with the last number of the year, whether it be by rhyming or by digit. So 2025 is geared up to be a very different year, astrologically, globally, politically, spiritually, etc., etc. So I was prepared that the theme could really be on any subject. And I was very glad to have it focused on a quest, right? Yeehaw! How exciting, right? But it will be a quest for the 5 elements. Quest for the 5 in 2025. What does that mean? The 4 elements of fire, earth, air, and water represent the 4 areas that our human character experiences in this human life. And I relate these to the tarot, which we can use to receive messages from the ethereal to assist us on our adventure. The 5th element is what I'm calling ether, which can represent the essence of the cosmic mother and cosmic father, our creator, which is the source of eternal, unconditional love energy. And I do feel our entire adventure here as a human is all about that love, either expressing or experiencing it, or crying out for it as we discover what it feels like to experience the opposite of that capital L love, which is conditional love rooted in the fear of being rejected or not being enough, a small L love. We are a perfect mountain, and we come down as a sort of satellite to move around the perfect mountain, exploring it, to see different perspectives of who we really are by experiencing a lot of who we are not. So the quest for the 5 elements will look at the 4 areas of our lives that the 4 elements relate to. So fire, which is our spiritual, energetic, vibrational journey. Earth, our physical, abundant, external world journey. Air, which is our mental and communication journey. And water, which is, of course, our emotional journey. And I'll join this with how we can use each of these areas of our human lives to raise our capital L love vibration in search of the ether. We'll have many opportunities this next year to either choose lower or higher vibrational energy, and we'll experience events and people and relationships that correspond to whatever energy we focus on. And I'm looking forward to learning as much as I can through the elements over this next year, and I invite you to be part of that adventure with me. I'm posting these 2025 forecast readings for each individual zodiac sign mid to late December, but my YouTube channel members have had early access to those as I've recorded them. I know how exciting, I know, right? If you'd like to become one of my YouTube channel members to help support my channel and to dive deeper with me, I do offer 2 levels. Zen Cricket is $2.99 a month. Praying Mantis level is $7.99 per month. In addition to early access to these 2025 forecast videos, you would also have advanced access to other videos that I intend on posting on a regular basis in 2025. So here's a sneak peek on what I intend on providing. First, we got the weekly Zen Bites on Fridays, which share a short tidbit that can help us maintain or return to our Zen, which is our connection to that higher vibrational love energy. Then we got monthly Zen Gate card readings that focus on the special energy portal that's created like on 1/1, like January 1st, 2/2, 3/3, 4/4, etc. And we can use this energy to catapult or bounce us up into higher vibration. Also have monthly card readings for the change in the zodiac sun that happens every month, as well as new moon and full moon readings. Knowing these energies can help us navigate our path as we use the astrological energy instead of letting it use us. I also have a monthly quest video that will focus on a specific element for the month with tools and information to help us make the most of the quest and the energy at the time. And of course, as I have already put out for this season, quarterly seasonal influence card readings as we experience the solstice and the equinox together. And those will be split out by astrological sign elements, so air signs, fire signs, etc., which I already put those out for winter, summer, back middle of December. So be sure to check those out. I'll try to remember to put a link down in the description box of the video. So yeah, all that's going to keep me busy a little bit and focused. So I'm excited for all that though. And everyone will have access to these at the scheduled time. But as I mentioned, my YouTube channel members will receive advanced access to all of these as soon as I record them and I upload them. In addition to sharing all of that, I'll continue to have live readings on Friday and Saturday evenings and Saturday and Sunday late mornings. Donations and my YouTube channel members do receive priority, and I always purpose to complete their readings the same day. Zen Cricket and Praying Mantis also have a special 2-hour live session on Wednesday evenings, and Praying Mantis have an additional 2 hours on Thursday evening, as well as an additional hour or so on Friday and Saturday nights and Sunday afternoon after my regular live sessions. So if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, there is a link in the description box of the video down below. I also offer a variety of paid services like personal readings. That includes past life readings. I do some energy work and a few other options. So if you're interested in even deeper messages and experiences, there is a link in the description box below to a booking page that lists the items and additional information as well. Life can certainly be interesting. I'm so glad to have such amazing souls with huge hearts and great senses of humor along with me on my adventure. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to the intro. And if you got this far, if you'll comment on this video down below, sharing something that you would like to see come to fruition in 2025, I'll automatically enter you into a drawing for the chance to win a recorded personal reading. You can comment on as many of the 12 videos as you would like, and each of those 12 would count as an entry into the drawing. So I'll pull winners at various times during January and post a video announcing the winners. Exciting. Don't tell anyone else. Shh. Alrighty, let's get into your 2025 forecast. All right, Aquarius, this is your 2025 energy forecast. I'm excited to see what's coming forward. I am a Aquarius sun. This is going to be for all of us, though. This isn't my personal reading, but I'm excited about what we're going to be going through together. And, of course, this is for any other planets in Aquarius, too, not just sun signs, but we will jump in. We're going to use a compass approach. We'll start off with the middle, which is the ether energy, our overall theme for 2025. And we're going to start off using these Wisdom of the Elders Oracle just to find out what Spirit wants to know. What's the big theme of 2025 for all Aquarius energy? All right, that's coming in already. So we'll start here and see what is all this about. So we've got a pipe ceremony and prayer. Card number 39. Beautiful. We'll put that down here. That's about right. And let's see what this energy brings in. I'm feeling this message that's coming in about being incense, and about being this essence of spirit, and that it's not like so much sacrificial essence, like essence when you burn essence and smoke things like this, it's things burn, but it transforms, but it changes into spirit. It changes into air, element, which is what you are being an Aquarius. So it's putting this smoke, this essence into the air. I like that energy. It says one of the most sacred objects found within the culturally diverse indigenous nations of Turtle Island is the sacred ceremonial pipe. Its most basic form is a simple bowl and a stem, which is used in the preparation and smoking of sacred herbs. The bowl is typically made of stone and the stem is made of wood, with the purpose of communicating directly with spirits and to offer our prayers to the Creator. There are two types of pipes. One can be owned by anyone who wishes to use it for personal prayers on behalf of others, and the other is solely for pipe carriers who carry the pipe on behalf of all people. Very Aquarian energy, right? Trying to help community. That's a big Aquarian trait. A pipe carrier is born into their role, a calling that requires immense amounts of responsibility and that is not to be taken lightly. The sacred ceremonial pipe embodies both masculine and feminine energy. The receptacle bowl represents female energy, and the stem is a representation of the male entering the female and seeding life. It is through this union that the connection to the divine energy of the Great Spirit is made. If you've drawn the pipe ceremony card for 2025, you may be called upon to be the instrument of someone else's prayers. Now is a time of reconnection to what is important in life and to recognize the value in living a peaceful existence. If you pray in a good and honest way for enlightenment, you will find serenity among the chaos. That's great for 2025, right? The pipe ceremony card is a sign that nothing can be achieved without the assistance of the Great Spirit. So be humble enough to pray and ask for help, and be grateful for the assistance that is received. Wow. I really love that. So perfect energy for Aquarius air, because they are very much this energy of community, helping others, being a force that helps people accept new ways and transform from old ways, and helps bring peace, right? So I love that. Beautiful, beautiful. We also here have the clear crystal quartz, I can say it, to help us bring in more clarity around what this overall theme for 2025 is. We're also bringing in this beautiful tarot deck, which are the Tarot of Sacred Kingdoms. And what I do with the tarot is I break out the major arcana from the four suits of the minor arcana. These four will be the four directions that we'll get into here, and I'll explain it as we go along. But for the major arcana, it's like this card. It's the overall energy theme for 2025, and it'll bring more clarity. So let's see what else for Aquarius energy here. What would you like Aquarians to know about their overall? Okay, I feel like it's this one here. Here, keep on hitting my microphone, sorry. Yeah, the Judgment card. So the Judgment card here, this is basically your higher self calling your human self to a higher purpose. Here's your higher purpose: to be this pipe bearer, to help bring this messages of spirit into the world, right? So there is this transformation, it's like there's this special invitation, this special fate, like it said here about this card, about the individual that carries the pipe for everyone. So exciting. And we'll get more information as we get into the four other directions. And for the medicine wheel that I go by, we're going to move into the south, which for mine is fire. So we'll go into here looking into fire, which is our passions, our drive, our ambition, our inspiration, our spiritual energy, our overall energy. So this will be the message of what Spirit wants you to know about your energetic adventure for 2025. We're going to use the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle by Kyle Gray. So let's take a look here and see what we have here. So what else for Aquarius? You want them to know about their energetic adventure. Okay, I feel like it's this one right here. And we have the Temple of Truth. Got a beautiful card there. It's like a gateway, throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. So this does feel like this energy of bringing in the capital T truths, sharing those things, which we'll talk about air energy, which is about communication. It is about our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, capital T truth. So this very much is this invitation to spread these higher truths to the world. And we'll see here this Temple of Truth. What else we want you to know here? What I decide? So the throat chakra is found between our collarbones and is the energetic center that governs everything to do with truth, communication, and self-expression. And whenever we have to speak up, raise our voice, or even just get our emotions out, it's activated. We'll often feel when this space is clogged up energetically or when it needs to open because we'll feel a lump in our throat or even our heart. This card transports us to the Temple of Truth, the inner energetic gateway that supports our truest form of expression. The image shows that this is a bright, airy, open space with flowing water. Water bearers, here we go. Aquarius, water bearer energy too. So this represents the emotions that run through us. Emotions are powerful messengers, and if we don't attend to what needs to come out or through us, they build up, and before we know it, we're overwhelmed by them. To connect to this energy, place your fingertips on either side of your collarbone and breathe towards your throat center. Visualize a doorway opening or a portal forming, allowing the energy within to flow freely. The the message this card brings for you. It says, when you're brought to this space, you're being reminded of the importance of your identity and your self-expression in this lifetime. Acknowledging who you are, who you have been, and who you are becoming is so important for the unfoldment of your path. Holy moly. So this calling, this higher calling, really connecting to that. There's no pressure. There's no, oh my God, but there is this awareness that they're bringing that you have something even higher and greater and grander that you want intended to do. And it's just a reminder. You asked yourself to be reminded at this time in your life as we go into 2025 about this higher calling. Not out of pressure, just as a loving, friendly reminder. There's an old story that the truth hurts. And this gateway reminds you that, in fact, the truth heals. The capital T truth, right? Your truth is your truth, and it's important for you to honor it with every facet of your being. This isn't the first incarnation in which you have felt the importance of honesty and authenticity, but it may be the first in which you have had full freedom of expression. And this gateway coming to you for 2025 is a message that there's something buried deep inside you that you haven't expressed. And this is causing energetic blockages on your ever-unfolding path. It is a time to love yourself enough to honor the feelings that are rising up in you, for they are divine guidance that will bring you into greater alignment. Holy moly. I love that for Aquarius. So definitely this is the time you have been born for the age of Aquarius to come in, right? So I love that. And then we have the pyramid, an amethyst pyramid here, representing the wand power energy and the focus coming in here, and the wand suit. We'll pull a couple cards to find out what else Spirit wants you to know about your energetic adventure in 2025. Okay, they do want that one. What else? Okay, none of those yet. What else? Okay, I do feel like that has energy for you there. So the first one is the Ace of Wands. Yep, stepping into your power, grabbing a hold of that Ace of Wands. It's like the Magician card energy, which is all about being the conduit of energy. Usually the magician will have one hand with the wand to heaven and the other, pointed like this down to the earth. And it's being a conduit of that higher vibrational love energy and allowing it to flow through us and out into the world. So this is what that is talking about here, is stepping into your energy, stepping into your power here. Yeah, and the Eight of Wands, tons of energy coming in, making the leap into this new energy that's coming in here for you in 2025. And the Eight of Wands also is representative of messages from Spirit. And again, you're bringing through these messages of Spirit, these higher capital T truths that are rooted in unconditional love and joy and laughter and gratitude and peace to the world, rather than the small t truths that are rooted in fear. So really stepping into your power is a huge piece of all this. And I love that. And then we move into the north, which is the element of earth, and that represents the outside world, the other people that are on stage with us on this, performance we're putting on. And it's the other characters, our other props of the physical world, including our physical bodies. It's everything outside of us. We're going to talk about emotional energy and mental energy. We're already talking about spiritual manifestation energy. All that's inward. This is only when that's outward. And to get the overall energy and what they want you to know about your physical adventure, we're going to use these money and the law of attraction cards from the Hickses and get the overall energy. So for Aquarius, what do you want them to know here for their physical adventure in 2025? Okay. Do you feel like it's this one, right? Right. Okay. Right here. Right here. This one right here. Okay. There we go. And we have, I can follow the trails of good feeling thoughts. And this is the maze. This is helping people through the maze of life. I'll show you the back of this and then I'll read it as well. There it goes. Most people have put anything that earns money in the category of things that I have to do. And that is why the money often comes so hard. If you're wise enough to follow the trail of good feeling thoughts by deliberately looking for positive aspects along the way, you will come into vibrational alignment with who you really are. Again, that message of who are you really? What are you really here for? And with the things you really want. And once you do that, the universe must deliver to you a viable means to achieve your desires. Yeah. So this is becoming in tune with who you are and what you really want to achieve and in this life here. And there's this maze that we feel like we've been trapped in by small t truths, but this higher awareness is what allows you to lead people out of those lower vibrational thoughts and beliefs. Your capital T thoughts and truths are what help people. So I love that. We'll get more into here too. We got this beautiful amethyst stone crystal. Represents the earth element energy, so I'll put that up here. And we've got the suit of pentacles, sometimes called coins. And this will tell us more about what spirit wants you to know about your physical adventure in 2025. So you have that one. What else? What else? Nope, none of those. Okay. What else for Aquarius? Okay, I do want that one there. And so we'll start with this one here. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is being at peace and independent. You know, this is like the Hermit's card, and you can see the winged creatures. That's being alone with spirit and trusting spirit, allowing them to guide. And in that, that's where this financial independence, this abundance feels, you don't need other people and other individuals to make you feel whole and complete and to have abundance that comes in. It's like there is this separateness of that, and that it's like you're here and you're going to do all this stuff, but you're not going to need to worry about where all the money comes from, where all things come from. When you follow your dream, when you're following this, you always have enough. You may not have $1 million in the bank, but you don't care about that over this next year, because this sharing this capital T truth, you're gleaning the truth first, which sets you free, but you're also helping people, and that is what is bringing in more of the satisfaction in your life. All that stuff of, well, you're supposed to have that, you're supposed to have that, you're supposed to have that, just falls away more and more as you're filled with this lovely feeling of being able to help guide other people out of their own maze. And the Queen of Pentacles is a new birth, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, abundance, harvest. So again, the results of living your passion, following your calling, following this dream, you just don't have to worry about it. You're just knowing that this is what happens, like birthing. And it talked about here birthing those things into the world, right? When it talked about the divine feminine, divine masculine coming together, and that's what creates birth. When you know that this is what happens, usually, feminine and masculine get together, and when they co-create, boom, a baby, here comes a baby, right? Here comes the harvest. Here comes the results of following this. And you just have this inner knowledge knowing that if I do this, I know I'm going to be taken care of, because I'm doing it from a place of the heart, not a place of gimme, 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 I want recognition and money. You're giving it because it's your heart is true. We'll put it that way, right? And then we move to the East, which is air element, which is your element, of course. This represents your thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, expectations, our stories, and our ability to communicate. And for this, we're going to use these Urban Crow Oracle to find out what your mental adventure is, or what Spirit wants you to know about your mental adventure. In 2025. All right. Well, I thought it was going to be a different one, but this one definitely is it down here. I was like, oh, that's the card. They're like, nope, here it is. Yeah, grief. Master number 22, connecting to your higher self. Master number 11 is like getting to know our human experience. 22 is when we remember that we're so much more than the human, that it's like this calling here that comes in here, right? So I like that. So let's see what grief brings in here, though. Says crows make time to grieve. They have funerals and gather solemnly around their fallen friends in silence. It is essential to allow yourself time to feel sadness for loss, honor the memory, and express your emotions. Again, this has mentioned expressing emotions. Healing begins the moment you confront the source of your pain, the story around the pain. Where does that come from? Grief may appear if you have suppressed emotions around a loss. For growth to take place, you must address an ending, which allows for closure. There's no right way or wrong way to grieve. This is a ritual that is unique to you. Make time to mourn. Allow the feelings to surface, because there are important lessons with the sorrow for the living. And there is this letting go of your old self, letting go of the old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you feel you were supposed to have for your life, right? And there's this grieving, seeing things from a higher perspective, letting go of the old thoughts. It's okay to go, to feel the feels and allow them to flow, and allow yourself to transform any emotions that are charged, that are still bubbling below the surface. At the root of our thoughts is an emotion. And usually, because our emotional body is what creates first, it's the bottom portion of our cerebral cortex. And it develops 7 years old and younger. It starts in the womb, and we develop our emotional body up until about 7, when our brain kicks in from 7 to 14 and grows, and our mental body forms. But one emotion can create 1,000 thoughts. And so this is about facing the stories of grief. But there's also this remembering when to deal with emotions, you can't deal with those with your mind. Emotional trauma, emotional transformation happens in emotions. Mental transformation, mental trauma is transformed in the mind. So, that the territory and understanding who rules over what will make it easier for you to transform things too. I like that. And for the thinking here, we've got this beautiful amethyst skull, which represents the thinking brain, the mind. And so we'll pull from the sword suit here some additional information on what Spirit wants you to know about your mental adventure in the month. Not the month. It feels like a month sometimes. The year 2025. Doesn't 2024 kind of feel like it was a month long? Like, didn't it just turn January and here we are at the end of the year? Whoosh. But for all of 2025, what else do they want you to know here? Mental adventure. Okay. Nope, they don't want any of those. Okay, that is the one here. Okay. So 6 of Swords, movement, leaving behind old ways of thinking and taking on new ways of thinking. So that is mourning and leaving behind. As you leave your old mental homeland, you are, moving into a different mentality, and it can even, spill out into our lives. When we have mental and belief changes, it does ignite changes in the outside world. You could move relationship, locations where you live, jobs that you have. It can spawn those changes, right? And the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is this conflict between the head and the heart that comes in here. And, we have progression from 5 to 6 that's here. But this does talk about, our mind goes, well, this is what I should be doing, supposed to be doing, need to be doing, blah, 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 right? All these that are rooted in fear that our mind and humanity and ego created to feel safe. And, well, this is what, I don't want to rock the boat. Everyone will think I'm stupid if I leave this job to go pursue this calling that I have. But that's our mind. That's the rooted in fear and controlled by fear. But our heart is passion, and it wants to go live that. And so this is this battle that's been raging between the head and the heart. But this is going to come in so strong for you in 2025 that you will want to make that leap. When our ugly feeling of not being true to ourselves is outweighed by our fears, we don't act. Unless we're forced to in some way, but we won't act on our own. That's why sometimes we have jobs that end, relationships that end, because we won't do it because we have too much fear, or we won't leave a toxic situation, right? But when the ugly feeling of not being true to ourselves outweighs our fears, we take action. We have a movement. And I feel like 2025 is going to be that for like us all, right? So I like that. And then we move into the final element, which is the cups, water, which is emotions, and this is the West. So for that, we'll see what emotional adventure Spirit wants you to know about through this Moonology Manifestation Oracle. So for Aquarius. What do you want them to know about their emotional adventure? Being water bearers that you are, that's why people get confused that they don't realize, I thought Aquarius was a water sign. No, air signs that are water bearers. And because of the ability of the mental ability, you're able to kind of keep emotions in containers, like the vessels that the water bearers bring. So you can be looked at and really help people because you can stay level-headed in that energy than some other people can, right? So you've got new moon in Aries. Go for it. So definitely this emotional energy of jumping forward, taking the leap, moving forward here. So new moons are new beginnings, planting new harvest, changing things, and very much this nudge that's pushing us forward, right? So when I was talking about we normally don't take a leap before we're ready, sometimes the energy is like someone goes, shove, and off we go into the water, right? All right, so this is new moon in Aries. Be the first one. All right. So this card heralds good news. Opportunities abound and the outlook is positive. Go through the doors that are opening up to you. That's every reason to believe you'll create what you want, even if you feel a long way from your goal. Keep going and be courageous. Chase your dreams with childlike enthusiasm and expect your desires to be satisfied. Don't sit around making plans. Take action. This is crucial. Chase your goal. Believe in divine timing. And then in love, make the first move if you dare. Financially, be proactive. Manifesting focus for this card it's an especially good sign if you need more courage or determination, or if you're chasing someone or something. So it's a good sign for you heading off and heading into this calling, right? Your manifesting mindset says be driven, determined, take action, and ditch faint-heartedness. Don't faint. Manifesting tips for boosting your courage is call in Archangel Ariel, who is associated with spring and is wonderful to appeal to when you need courage. Call in the energy of the planet Mars, which guides the sign of Aries. And to boost your courage, light a candle, ideally a red one, and ask Ariel and Mars for assistance. Imagine holding this card to your heart chakra and breathe in courage. If you can do this ritual outdoors, so much for the better. Your manifestation affirmation for this card, I am on the right track. Soon I will, ... and have that affirmation. Soon I'll be living my calling, or whatever it may be. And the best time you can work this energy is when the moon is in Aries, or on Tuesdays, which are Mars Day. The new moon in Aries takes place when the sun and the moon are on the same zodiac degree of Aries. It's full of fire and childlike trust that everything is doable. That's right. You're able to do this. Nothing is holding you back. Beautiful energy. And then we have the pink quartz heart here, which is love energy. So we love that here. And we have the cup suit. This will be your last 2 cards for this reading. And it'll be, what else does Spirit want you to know about your emotional adventure for 2025? So what else for Aquarius and emotional energies? Okay. That one. What else? What else for Aquarius? All right. There we go. It's this one right here. All right. So first up, you've got the 10 of Cups. Joy, joy, joy. Follow your joy. Allow this, when we're talking about following the heart, we can get all, distracted by our mind telling us things, but follow the joy and it'll always guide you. Your heart knows and joy knows. And so when you follow your true joy, then life just feels like you are living your dream every moment, because you are. You're not putting your joy and happiness, not attaching it to an outcome going, I'll be happy when. You're like, I'm happy and joyful and full now because I'm living my dream. I'm doing what I love, right? And you have the Knight of Cups. Yeah. The quest for higher love, the quest for the Holy Grail, for inner love. Following your passion, the Knight. Again, the Knight is in pursuit of the passion of what will fill the cup up. And this higher calling, this being that pipe bringer for others, helping bring the peace pipe for people, is your calling. In whatever unique way you're wanting to do that, there's not a have to, it's how do you uniquely want to share that unconditional essence of love in your heart with the world. And it's wide open for you. So I love that. I love it, I love it, I love it. So this is, of course, a compass. It's a big picture map. It's not all inclusive. We'll get more information as we go through next year. And if you watch the intro to the video, you know that I'm going to have a bunch of different videos throughout the month, weekly videos of Zen bites that'll help us stay in our own peace and help guide us in the different elements, different videos throughout the month that will help us give tools in diving into the different elements and different areas of our life to help us pursue our own unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, that ether, higher love energy as we're going. So keep a lookout for those videos. Also, if you want to dive deeper, as I mentioned in the intro too, I do have a couple memberships of my YouTube channel. I have a Zen Cricket at $2.99 a month, Praying Mantis at $7.99 a month. And we have weekly meetings. Wednesdays, we get together for readings for both levels. And it's a Q&A and whatever we want to talk about and learn about. And then my Praying Mantis gets an additional day of 2 hours with our own Q&A and own readings on Thursday nights. And then I do live readings on Friday, Saturday night, and Saturday and Sunday afternoons for everyone. But my Praying Mantis members, after Friday and Saturday night, get an extra hour or so. And on Sundays, an extra hour or so in the afternoon. So, and then in addition to that, get advanced access to all those videos that I'm putting out. So you get them week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sometimes even a month before, because I just make them available as soon as I have them recorded. And so you have advanced access. So if you want any of that, there's a link down below in the description box how to become a member. And then also if you want to go even deeper, these are, of course, collective for all Aquarians. But if you want to go deeper, deeper, deeper for you specifically, I do offer personal readings and other things. There's an additional link in the description box for that. All right, but I am excited that we're all in this together, all this collective planet as it's going through its changes, that we're all part of a community. I'm glad that you're part of my adventure. I'm excited to see what unfolds. And remember, as we're going through that adventure, that every second of every day of our lives, we truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Cosmic Father and the Cosmic Mother, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.